Teacher, the little boy said, I found a flower and I'd sure like to know, if you don't mind and you're not too busy, please, what makes a flower grow? It has petals that are colored in leaves that are the prettiest green, and by far it's the most interesting thing I have ever seen. Look, the teacher said, and showed him the papers, I don't think you understand. Young man, you're in special education. For something like that, you'd need a separate plan. It's got to be written in black and white, for it's the law, you see. And young man, she smiled as she explained, flowers are not in your IEP. But teacher, he cried, I really do want to learn everything I can about the flowers. But she told him you have both short and long range goals that fill up your school time hours. Short-term objectives in math and reading, and getting along with others is in the plan. You also have a bit of integration, but flowers are not in there, young man. Your parents, the principal, and I reviewed it, and it's been properly signed. Your IEP is a tool to reach your objectives and goals. For flowers, there is no time. I don't care about that, he said to her. I don't want to learn only those goals. I want to find out what makes the flowers grow before I get too old. Look, the teacher said, and showed him the papers, you've just got to understand. Young man, you're in special education. For something like that, you'd need a separate plan. It's got to be written in black and white, for it's the law, you see. And young man, she smiled as she explained, flowers are not in your IEP. Please, teacher, he pleaded once again, I really truly do want to know, why are they green and how do they breathe, and what it is that makes flowers grow. All right, she finally said, but it's a significant change. Your parents and the team will have to agree. Then they'll have to sign, for it's the law, you know, and flowers are not in your IEP. A month had passed by the time the conference was held, and the boys' IEP was revised to include flowers, petals, reading, and math, and the other important things to comply. Then the teacher smiled the next day when the boy came in. Flowers are now in your IEP, she said. But the little boy sighed, it's kind of late, you know. It's been 3 weeks since my flower was dead. And the teacher took on a truly innocent grin. She shrugged, saying, it's the law, you see. And the boy cast his gaze downwards towards the floor until he spied something green, and he brightened and said, last weekend, oh ho, well, I found a frog, wouldn't you know, and I've since watched it jump and I've seen it swim, and I wonder what it is that makes frogs go. Look, the teacher said, showed him the papers, you've just got to understand. Young man, you're in special education, and for something like that, you need an additional plan. It's got to be written in black and white, for it's the law, you see. And young man, she smiled as she explained, frogs are not in your IEP.